Welcome back to Twitterverses. The Manosphere is collapsing. Andrew Tate, Sneako, Clavicular, and Nick Fuentes went out clubbing. While partying, Sneako had the song HH by Kanye West play in said club. This led to a massive falling out and caused all of the guys to throw some heavy allegations at one another. Allegations of ditching principles in favor for mainstream money, backstabbing, being funded by, quote, the Jews, and worst of all, being gay. And Twitter has a lot to say. We start with Yeet saying, Andrew Tate requests 1,000 retweets to finally explain why he stopped talking to Sneako. NorCal Groiper asks, now Tate is engagement slop posting for E-drama? What happened to this guy? Nick's Observer says, Andrew Tate is a tool. Why bother getting his input? Anyone who actively listens to Sneako would immediately stop talking to him too. Splitgate says, damn, Tate don't have no motion. Gays for Trump tweets, Andrew Tate, top G, alleges that Sneako, bottom G, is gay and propositioned him for sex. Sneako admitted he was attracted to men, and it was discovered he did gay modeling. I am tired of right-wing influencers exposed for being gay. Why are men not heterosexual anymore?
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal, and he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me. And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
Kiko Jones says his name is Sneako. He was sneaking some cocks up his butt, alright? Autistic Clips tweets out, Sneako had a massive cortisol spike on stream. They're trying to ruin my life. Then he plays this clip.
Ah! Cortisol spike. That's what Mossad wants. That's what they want. They want me, they're trying to ruin my life so I crash out and I can't stream. They can't beat my arguments, so they're trying to ruin my life. Isn't that crazy? Like, you guys see it 4K, right?
NorCal Groiper returns to say, bro gets so overwhelmed by the smallest stuff ever. Pretty sure he's still crying over the club cost. Ryan0967 says he thinks Mossad knows him. Ha ha! Willie Macshow quotes Autistic Clips and says, Sneako, Andrew Tate, and Nick Fuentes went to a club in January and played the Kanye song HH. Andrew Tate said it was a bad idea and blamed Sneako for who put the song on. Sneako said Andrew Tate was owned by the Jews and that he was the real top G. Andrew Tate then said Sneako was gay. Sneako then attacked Nick Fuentes for supporting Israel narratives by laughing at the Ayatollah for being killed day one, implying Nick is compromised by Israel. Nick then says Sneako is part Jewish. So basically, everyone is accusing each other of being bought by the cabal. It's the Spider-Man putting its Spider-Man meme. And now Sneako is panicking. Now Sneako is having their clip accounts make edits so it seems like Andrew Tate betrayed him. And he includes this clip.
Andrew's actually the greatest feminist. If
You won't clip that up, though. He's a trafficker. You're so stupid. This is why you believe in the lies that Andrew Tate is a human trafficker. The reason that they are targeting him is because he's uplifting a lot of people. Fucking retards. Mudahar from Ordinary Gamers, Lasanabi, Preach from Abba and Preach. Where were the trafficked women? When someone gets arrested without any evidence, they're happy.
As a survivor of the Tate brothers.
Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody... Bro, get the fuck out of here.
I understand how difficult it can be to...
You would not, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Type of 1, if you are saying a prayer, if you're keeping Andrew Tate in your prayers, they should sue the Romanian government. They're telling her, you're brainwashed.
You probably thought the same thing. He's a nice guy. See, that's the same thing. This is why they should free him.
Andrew Tate. And Tristan Tate, free him too.
Andrew Tate is having his War Room accounts make edits to prove Sneako is indeed a homosexual. This is the funniest drama online right now, and it includes this clip.
Guys, I know everyone's giving him a hard time right now, but I'm not here to end Sneako's career. I mean, I could. I'm that guy.
Can't fuck with these niggas cause niggas is gay.
Why are you gay?
I didn't want to make this video. I'm only making it because it's all coming to light now, and I want everybody to see that once again, Tate was right. If you see Tate do something, it's because he's right. If you watch my entire career, all I've done is predict the future flawlessly. I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity nigger who was getting tied up by dudes and bumped.
We're on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You
like
was
right
on the bed?
here. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
nigga, you gay.
JPEG Mecca replies to Willie saying, Sneako, Nick Fuentes, and Andrew Tate, the 3 horsemen of retardation. Nate Hoistman replies, Psalm 7, 14 through 16. See how they conceive evil and are pregnant with mischief and bring forth lies. They make a pit, digging it out, and fall into the hole they have made. Their mischief returns upon their own heads, and on their own heads their violence descends. Jacquees Huz says, hilarious that the right-wing influencer space is just a mean girl clique. They're all clout-obsessed drama queens, don't actually like each other at all, and immediately start a backstabbing circle jerk the moment they got into trouble. And now call each other Jews all day. Willie Mac Show continues with a quote tweet from Sneako HQ saying, Sneako's confused why a white supremacist likes white people more than brown people. This man needs to wear a helmet everywhere he goes, and it includes, from the quote tweet, this clip.
And I saw Nick Fuentes say that I hate white people, and he's telling his fans that regardless of the stuff I've done, that his fans are going to hate on me because I hate white people. No, I don't hate white people. What I told Myron was the obvious argument, which I'm sure he knows, is that I just see inconsistencies. The way he talks about other people, the way he's talking about goats, the way he talks about other races compared to whites is not equivalent. And of course they're going to take that and be like, so he's telling Myron to hate white people? No, it's clearly saying that I believe he talks about other races in a way he's not going to talk about white people. It's not encouraging hate on whites. And he takes that and he's using that another time for he hates white people. I think people are starting to see through that stuff. You know, it's low-hanging fruit to try to seem populist, and I think he could do better than that, right? And even then, my criticisms of Western values, it's similar to so many other of the right-wing conservatives, if not the exact same criticism, right? They say Islam is not compatible with the West, not because it's it's so much better. It's because they want to demonize Muslims to go to war. And it's because the Western values that they're trying to protect. What are Western values right now? What can you describe them by? St. Patty's Day, it's Friday night. What is it, looks-maxing? What are OnlyFans, pride parades? Obviously there's other things like baseball and hockey where people, the love to, the fans go to get drunk. The whole point is they go on and harp on and on about how great Western values are. Well, Western values can be defined by freedom. Okay, if you're going to define it by freedom, then you can also admit and concede that then you need to let people do what they do, whether it's either side of the spectrum, pride parades or Muslims praying. But you see what they get more outraged about. They pride themselves on freedom, but they get more upset about people praying than they do about an OnlyFans, Astaghfirullah slut walk parade. That's what I'm pointing out. It's not coming from I think I'm better, I'm trying to destroy the West. No, I want to fix the things, and I would like to see more respect and modesty in it. It's not coming in from hating white people or whatever. And again, if anybody's pushing that, they're clearly intentionally misdirecting the conversation. And I think to make make them seem to get a populist movement to garner people up. But if you want to know who's controlled opposition, anybody who's hating Muslims, controlled opposition. Because what is there to hate Muslims for? What's some accurate hatred? There's none. It's all lies. It's been proven as lies time and time again. From mass immigration to terrorist 9/11, sleeper cells, they got nothing. And then they say, oh, Sharia law is the worst thing ever, but then they want their women to dress modestly, they want to get rid of usury, they want to get rid of porn, they want people to drink less. All right, then why do you hate Sharia law so much? What you got?
Super Nintendo Calmer says, was Sneako Muslim when he took his girlfriend to a swinger party just to sit in the corner and watch her get plowed by strangers? Tuna asks, how long is this retard going to keep grifting until he realizes that the people he's trying to appeal to already hate him due to the fact that he's not white? Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next Twitter Versus. Goodbye.